Let's talk about infographics. One of the best ways to communicate information and data on the internet is simply create a visual for that data. Till high quality AI models came along, it was actually a lot of work to create an effective infographic. But now you can use AI, and in particular a certain AI model, to generate excellent high quality infographics in just a few seconds. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create professional infographics with AI. This will be a prompt engineering guide that will help you understand how these models will interpret your requests for creating an infographic and how to get the best possible output. Now, there are plenty of services out there that will convince you that their AI service is the best for creating AI infographics. But the truth is, all you need is to be able to access the right model. And that model is called Nano Banana Pro. So in this video, we're going to cover a few different types of infographics. For example, here is a workflow for starting a podcast. Here is a comparison list. Here is a timeline. Here's a hierarchy diagram. Here's a checklist. And here is a fun storytelling infographic that shares the coffee process. As you can see here, we don't have any spelling errors. We have plenty of text. We have coherent art. Everything is in a good style. And the truth is, this is really easy to do now. So before we dive in, why do most AI infographics look terrible? Well, the truth is, up until recently, most AI models have been trained on photos and art, not structured data layouts. So until Nano Banana Pro came along, this was really tough to come up with images like this. But Nano Banana Pro excels at text rendering, structured composition, and just creating clean vector-like output. Now, in this video, we are going to access Nano Banana Pro using the Venice.ai interface on Venice.ai. And once we have some credits on our account, we can simply change the model here to an image model, and we can find Nano Banana Pro right here. To create one square resolution infographic at approximately a 1000 by 1000 pixel resolution, it's going to cost us 18 cents. If we want to get a little higher quality, it's going to cost us 24 cents. So before we start generating, let's look into the best practices for generating infographics. We want to describe the layout explicitly. Is this horizontal? Are there columns? Is it a vertical list? We want to explain how it is we want to see it. We want to write out every piece of text that we want to see in the infographic. We want to constrain the style. We want to tell it what aesthetic to follow. We want to direct the color palette so it stays on brand. We want to set the right aspect ratio. Are we doing square? Are we doing vertical? Are we doing horizontal? What is the output format we're looking for? What are we going to use this for? Is it for print? Is it for social media? Is it for a video? And finally, once you have a good prompt, you don't need to start from scratch. Just iterate on that prompt if you don't like what you got the first time. So here we have a prompt. Now I've pasted this in here and let's go through it line by line. We want a clean infographic diagram showing a horizontal process flow with 5 steps connected by arrows. Step 1, choose your topic. Step 2, get equipment. Step 3, record episodes. Step 4, edit and publish. Step 5, promote. We've included the icons we want to see as well, but just for fun, we can take these out and we can say each step in a rounded rectangle, include an icon for each step. We want a title at the top, how to start a podcast in 5 easy steps. We want clean, flat, vector style, dark navy blue background, white text, orange accent, arrows, and icons. Minimal, professional, no photorealistic elements. Easy. So here, I'll click the settings icon, and I'm going to switch this over to landscape. So this is going to be horizontal. I'll keep it at 1K resolution. We have Nano Banana Pro selected as our model, and now we can shoot that off and see what it comes up with. And there we go. How to start a podcast in 5 easy steps. And you see how I created the icons, little thought bubble, equipment, recording icon, editing icons, and promotion. Here on the Venice interface, if we want that in higher resolution, once we like it, we can just click upscale here, and it will take about 45 seconds to enhance the higher resolution. You then have settings for creativity adherence to upscale it. I would bring the adherence level up, and then just choose 2x to enhance it. So that's our first style of infographic. Let's move on to our next one. Now here we're explaining we want 2 columns, office work and remote work in each column, 6 rows comparing aspects with simple icons. Once again, we have our icons here, but let's remove them. We can allow Nano Banana Pro to get creative on our behalf. We have our title at the top, and we have the style we want it to follow. Shoot that off. And there we go. Notice how we did this horizontally in a widescreen. And so it took advantage of that extra space. It made bigger icons and then put the row headers here in the middle. Creative, right? Let's try this again. We'll copy this prompt. We'll paste it in. And this time, let's put it in tall, vertical mode. And now we'll see it's going to play with the space differently. We're going to see the data in a different orientation. And there we see the icons are a bit compressed. There are no row headers, but we have all the information we wanted to see there. Let's move on to our third prompt. This time we're making a timeline. So which kind of orientation do we want? We probably want widescreen or cinema or landscape. Let's go widescreen here so it's extra long. And let's jump to 2K resolution here just for fun. Let's also say add relevant graphics to each milestone and tell a story with the imagery. Now that might conflict with our clean flat vector design. So let's say friendly storytelling vibe. And I'm actually going to just remove the rest of the details here. We don't actually need to say the 16:9 aspect ratio. And we'll shoot that off. And now we can see we have like a Comic Sans font. And it is friendly and it's fun. It's bordering on busy, which is where we need to be careful. But as we see, it shows the timeline here. We have Google imagery, we have Facebook, we have even AI robots here in the end. Okay, so now let's play with another one. And this time we're going to approach this from a different direction. Here we're going to say an infographic in loud retro gaming style about the history of Nintendo systems. The timeline should look something like this. Arcade games, NES, SNES, N64. Title, Retro Nintendo. Insert relevant graphics and logos. Now from there, I can click this magic wand and we can use AI to enhance this prompt now. So we can make it more detailed here. And see how automatically it gets more detailed in everything from its graphics to its typography, the horizontal timeline progression, the icons it's going to show, etc. So now we'll shoot that off and we'll see what that will give us. And there we go. We even get some logos in there. We got Mario. We got the arcade, NES, SNES, and 64. Pretty stylistic. Now say I want to make a change that I don't like. Maybe I don't like this, a pixelated journey through gaming history. We have a little edit image button down here. I'll click that and I'll say remove a pixelated journey through gaming history. Here we get to choose the model we want to use for the edit. We could use Nano Banana Pro or we could try Nano Banana 2 here. If you want to save money, you could try one of these two free edit image models, though the results will vary. So here I'm just going to stick to Nano Banana Pro 2 and I'll just say remove that text. That's going to cost us 10 credits here, which is 10 cents. Now we are getting this content blocked, which is funny because Nano Banana Pro generated it, but apparently we're not allowed to edit that because it's got all the copyrighted imagery. So now let's try using one of these private models here that will not have such restrictions. We're going to use QWEN Edit 2511. Boom. Now we see that text is gone. It also cuts some other stuff off because when I clicked that edit, we actually didn't have the same aspect ratio. So you want to make sure you keep that the same so we don't get the cutoff. Now let's start a new chat. Now we remember our coffee bean journey infographic. Let's try to make another fun infographic like that. And to start here, we say a richly detailed infographic poster titled The History of AI, telling the full story from ideas in the pre-2000s to where we're at today. Now this will be interesting because it'll just use what it's trained on to tell us that story. Obviously, when you're making your own content or assets for your business, you're going to want to be as detailed as possible so it's accurate for you. In this case, we're going to have some fun and we're just going to see what the AI comes up with for that story. Show illustrated scenes and a digital pathway connecting the nodes of the timeline. Here we'll select, I think cinema will work here. Now, we could enhance our prompt here, and let's see what it's going to do here. Okay, so this looks good here. It added some colors here. It added some stylistic stuff. Let's keep that, and then let's see what Nano Banana Pro comes up with for the actual milestones in this story. Interesting. So it chose to do this vertically, instead of horizontally. And this looks good, and it's just not good enough resolution here because it's too small and it just doesn't fit. So let's try this again, and let's do portrait. So we'll give it more vertical space to explore to tell this story. Beautiful. So now we have the pre-2000s foundations, ancient automata and philosophy, Turing's imitation game, Dartmouth workshop, early neural nets, AI winters, and then modern achievements here, starting from 97 all the way to present. And this looks nice. We have a nice color scheme here. It's digital, yet it's friendly. It's warm colors, and it's bright neon. So it's a nice looking infographic. Now to close off, let's just do one last infographic, and that will be create a hierarchy diagram for an AI company with all the different teams. I'm going to keep this in the vertical portrait. Actually, let's do square. Smooth, sleek, clean, minimal, professional. Let's use AI to enhance that prompt and see how it added the departments: research and development, product management, and engineering. And each department subdivided into specific teams like machine learning, data science, UX, UI design. So now we have all of our rules here. We want a vector diagram. We want to illustrate the corporate hierarchy, and we want to follow this aesthetic. Oh, that's kind of cool. Interesting. I don't really like it. I like the attempted creativity here. So let's try it again. I'll just click this regenerate button. And if we don't like this next version, we will iterate and mess around with the prompt. One thing we can remember is we can edit the image, but a lot of times that should only be for really small changes. We don't want to edit this. We just want to regenerate it. So keep that in mind, because there are different ways to accomplish the same goals with the Venice interface and AI in general. Now, I like this more. AI technology company hierarchy. We have the CEO up here, we have our departments, and then we have the different teams inside there. Beautiful. So there it is. That's a primer to creating infographics. You can do this with Nano Banana Pro anywhere Nano Banana Pro is offered. Obviously, we recommend trying it out with Venice because you do have all these other fun capabilities involved here, from editing image to upscaling them to actually turning them into videos right here in the chat. So thanks for watching. Happy creating. Make sure to subscribe to the Venice YouTube channel for more tutorials on using AI to create cool graphics, videos, media, websites, projects, etc. See you.